If you know Geometry Dash demons really well, you might have heard of the name Deimos. Does it sound familiar at all? Well, what if I told you there were 6 different demon levels with the name Deimos? In this video, I will be showing the 6 Deimoses in Geometry Dash. Just so you know, the order of the level will go from worst to best, meaning the worst one will be first and the best one will be last. That's pretty much all I have to say, so enjoy the video. The first and worst Deimos is Deimos by I Use Hack. This is by far the oldest Deimos, and it is pretty obvious to why this would be the worst one. The decoration is really plain, messy, and really rushed. The gameplay seems to be pretty annoying and not enjoyable to play. The level is also pretty short, which might show the creator was lazy and didn't intend anything with this level. Otherwise, there isn't much else to say about this level. The next Deimos we have is Deimos by EndLevel. This is the only other Deimos that doesn't use the actual Deimos song. The level is a remake of an old famous level, Phobos. It is basically Phobos, but in its unnerved state as well as being redecorated. For the decoration, I wouldn't call it terrible, but I don't think it's aged well for today's standards, but nonetheless, it's definitely better than the other Deimos I showed earlier. I wouldn't call this level amazing, but I would also not call this level terrible. It's just an overall average level.
Step forth and be recognized.
Next we have Deimos by Galaxize. Yeah, that name is kinda trippy. This level is overall a joke level, but even if it's a joke level, it still honestly looks really good visually and the gameplay isn't terrible either. If I'm not mistaken, this level was made because of the amount of Deimoses that were coming out, so why not have another one? Anyway, I would say it will be given just a rate, but it could definitely receive a feature as well. A funny thing about this level is, in order to get the coins, you have to do 3 seconds hell in hell, which is 3 seconds hell 3 times in a row. Cool level overall, and hopefully it'll get rated. Next up we have Deimos by Tigersec and Deimos by GD Skelly. Now these are both basically the same level, but I decided to have them in here separately because Tigersec's version was an older version of the level, and it had been nerfed to a top 20 demon, as well as being verified by Sebas Lopez. Skelly's version is the complete finished one. He had changed a few parts of the level as well as optimizing it even more than the original version. On top of that, this version is also top 3 difficulty. Now obviously I think Skelly's version is better than Tigersec's version due to the changes Skelly had done to make the level better than it originally had been. We will see if the verifier Swipework can verify this level and get its deserved rating. As for Tigersec's version, I'd assume it won't be rated due to Skelly's version being the official one. Still huge props to Sebas on verifying the top 20 version of Deimos.
Much better than living, is it not?
Finally, we have Deimos by Hybrid. In my personal opinion, this is the best Deimos of the 6. It is also the official sequel to Phobos. I think this is the best Deimos because its decoration is incredibly smooth, it relates to Phobos as it resembles 1.9 decoration, and the gameplay overall looks very enjoyable, yet super hard at the same time. Overall, it is cleaner in almost every aspect compared to the other Deimoses, and I think Hybrid did an amazing job hosting it. The effects as well as the gameplay also fit perfectly with the song, making it even more entertaining to look at. As of now, this Deimos is expected to be around top 5 difficulty and is being verified by Blitzer. I'm super excited to see this rated and hopefully it will once it gets verified.
much better than living, is it not?
Well, there we go. Those were the 6 Deimoses. It is really interesting that there are basically 6 different levels with the name Deimos that could all potentially be rated, even though 2 of them already are. This video was a bit different for me because the topic was kind of interesting, but I think it came out pretty well. I have some really big videos coming out in the future, so be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on to know when I upload these videos. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.